here while we let some music play in the back here. Okay, so we've gotten into the second round here of the bands coming out, and draft phase went differently this time, obviously, because I actually did it properly, so it makes sense now on who's countering who and all of the that fun stuff. But the first three bands pretty much the same for both teams. We have the Zach, Alawi, Cassidon, and the Darius, Ivor, and Zillion bands. But that being said, we have the that Zyra first pick here for ban, and then it got countered with the Vel'Koz Twitch. So Zyra plants, they want to be more aggressive in the bot lane and maybe look for some more just straight out damage than the Karma. That being said, then they got countered with the Jarvan and Rumble. So Rumble finally did get picked by Tuba, and we will see how that plays into that top lane matchup. And Fizz actually got picked up by the side of Ninja Blood, so he'll be able to play on his Fizz, because that was banned, I think, round 2 last time, so not able to pick that up. Who is their final? So probably get the final pick here. Apparently I'm terrible at getting the picks in time. So with that second round of bans, the Shen Elise just kind of looking at getting rid of another jungler and top laner away from Plants, whereas Plants got rid of the Caitlyn that was so that they didn't want to go up against. They were the ones that ran Caitlyn in the first time, but now again with the Twitch, they didn't want to run into Caitlyn Zyra to counteract and really push hard into them, and they got rid of the Karthus, who is Gelati's kind of one trick. So definitely stability coming out there. Interesting here that Bane Rumble then goes for a dual AD carry comp of the Sivir Corki. Corki in mid lane is strong once again, just kind of wave clears, able to get into tower and deal damage with these with the package. The Valkyrie is able to get some nice roams out and deal that mid game damage. She's going to be a little bit more heavy on the AP because of the recent changes as well. To try and counteract the Fizz. Now, if Fizz gets in onto Corki, especially with the fish. Probably a dead Corki, but maybe Gelati's can play safe and counteract that. Probably shouldn't use the Valkyrie to try and dodge the fish, because Valkyrie is a slow-moving thing, and fish is pretty fast, but we'll see how that goes. Camille being picked here. Now, last time Camille was actually blind picked into Irelia, not the other way around. So Irelia countered that. Now, Camille pick here is so... Bane Rumble didn't actually play Rumble in Game 1. So hopefully we'll see Hurtus with a little bit stronger aptitude in the Camille versus Rumble matchup. And then Sejuani on the side of Plants is their final jungler. Now note that Sejuani does have 2 people to help stack the stun passive, and looks like to be the giant tank in the game, as Jarvan can get tanky, Rumble can semi-tanky, but then we got 2 AD carries and a squishy support, and then we have an assassin, a split pusher, and another squishy support and AD carry. So Zyra Sejuani really the only tank in the game, and with that extra armor shield going into the game, we should be set here. So a little bit stronger comp, well-rounded comp, I think, in Game 2 here for Plants. Kind of going to go back to that 1-3-1 style with the Camille and the Fizz doing the splitting, Sejuani doing the roaming around, and control here with the Twitch and the Vel'Koz. But Twitch, Fizz can definitely jump in on someone mid game and get snowballing, and if they the ones that get snowballing, it can be a pretty impactful event. Whereas the side of Ban, kind of a mid-game team fight comp as well, with the Corki in the mid-game. The Sivir can hard push with the Zyra and just try and get out of lane and kind of run around with the Jarvan. Rumble definitely mid-game with the ults coming out. So we'll definitely see that play some action into it. And Bug Splat. Hooray! I got Bug Splatted. That's terrible. Okay, we'll try this again. Do 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 do. Loading. Sorry, technical problems here. Maybe. Oh, I cannot be serious. Bug splat again. Okay, we're going to close. We're just going to close everything and restart it here. Shouldn't hopefully be a little bit too long. Hopefully. Now with the dual AD carries, like I said, if Fizz and or Twitch can just pop up and just sort of assassinate one of them, it can be very interesting, and we'll see how that occurs, hopefully momentarily. Try running the replay file. Try running it from the replay file. Yeah, the first one just worked fine. Just literally let me click into it, let me roll it. Every time I try and do this one, it bug splats. Games. Profile. We're just going to re-download the game here.
Well, I am a modern hero, my name is Paddy Carney. Not long ago I landed from the bogs of sweet Killarney. I used to cry out so fat because that was my trade, sir, till I listed for a soldier boy with Corcoran's brigade, sir, for to fight for Uncle Sam. He'll lead us on to glory, ho, he'll lead us on to glory, ho, to save the stripes and stars. For once in a regimentals, me mind did be wheeler. I bid goodbye to Biddy dear and all the darling chiller. Oh, says I, the Irish volunteers, the devil I one afraid is, because we've got the soldier boy of McClellan for to lead us, for to fight for Uncle Sam. He'll lead us on to glory, ho, he'll lead us on to glory, ho, to save the stripes and stars. We soon got into battle, only he made a charge of bayonets. The rebel blackguards soon gave way. They
got it. Okay, so that was a quick fix. I just had to close out LOL replay and just re-download the file. So we will be jumping into game here, and so like I said, we'll see how the 1-3-1 that Plants likes to run goes up against the dual 80 carry mid-game comp that we have coming out of the side of Ban. I'll see what we see here. Personally, I'm not the biggest fan of dual 80 carry comps without at least one tank. Now, I know Jarvan is tankier than he used to be, and Rumble can kind of get semi-tanky, but both is going to be kind of focused in on the more of the damage route. In that aspect, as we see both teams go out for a fan, so we'll see how all that kind of counters each other here in the lane matchups. Pings going out from everyone. Kind of a basic fan. So the giant Poro. Sejuani running a Poro with a giant Poro whips on a giant Poro snack on a whip. Right? That's what she has. That's how it is. Is it a whip or is it a mace? Well, whatever it is, it has a giant bite taken out of it. So, looks like we got some leashes going in here on the bottom half of the map for the jungles. A lot of the play at Spud on this side of the wall for Zyra, so not the strongest leash on the side. So, probably should remind everyone here that we're going to be calling Don't Ban Rumble ban, because there is Rumble in the game for confusing, and we're going to be calling Plants, or Zyra wets my plants, plants, because there's Zyra in the game as well. So hooray for terrible punny names, and we'll see how the action goes. Now, the Camille into Zyra matchup, or Camille into Rumble matchup, Rumble is probably going to be able to push in. I don't know how it changed since they messed with Rumble's damage on the Q in the cooldown. I am not a Rumble player. I find the management of damage and the Q really interesting and kind of impactful, and makes playing Rumble. The difference between a good Rumble player and a great Rumble player is a lot. And a lot of times it's going to be shown. So we'll see how Tuba plays that out here as just trading. We're probably going to watch top half of the map once again, because that's where all the action was in the early half part in game one. Although Jarvan with the flag and drag almost gets the first blood in on Sejuani, but the top laners are burning flashes up there, and the bar goes down. One more E coming out for Rumble. Does take out. So we got flashes burnt here in the under 350, both the top laners and the jungler. So all of that says, and Camille's going to go in, does get the shield, and goes down the first blood barely yet again. Or this time does not get the first blood. She got first blood in game one, and all that extra minion damage, I think, is pretty much kind of what sealed the deal, would be my estimation there on kind of watching the replay on the stream, as we see Zyra lay some plant damage in onto Vel'Koz, who's trying to return his own harass, as well as Sivir is actually up in CS to Twitch by over 10 right now, which is pretty big early on at the 4-minute mark, as Fizz going to go in here, try and get some trades. Corki, pretty safe here. And my Fog of War button. There we go. Just to try and get some farm. Oh, jeez. If Ninja Blood had taken Ignite, that would have been a dead Corki here. So, some AP coming out on the side of Rumble. And just CSing. Now, Gelati's taking heal in this matchup. We're going to talk about that as we see a nice knock-up on the side of Sedge Vel'Koz. A flash in with the Q does finish off Conrathan on the Zyra, as Rixay did not burn heal to help his buddy. I don't know if it would have helped or not because of that Ignite. So flash is down for the supports. No exhaust burn either, but for the side of the Zyra. Teleport now coming out by Fizz to get back to mid lane here, as we're going to see some Hex Drinkers come out here early in this this mid game, especially on the side of probably the Camille and the Corki. Jarvan will maybe even get a Hex Drinker as well. Just kind of depends on how they want to go. But there's Tuba going all in yet again onto Camille. This time the shield is enough for the Camille to take down the Rumble. Gets a kill, counter kill in return. Tries to push up the lane as fast as she can so she can get a back in before Rumble shows back up in lane. Actually, Rumble looks like picks up the Hextech Revolver, probably going for that early Proto Belt to help, with some pushing in lane, also to help counteract this. We see Fizz is level 6, jumps in onto Gelati with the troll pole. Watching Fizz is fun. Playing against Fizz is miserable. So I do not envy Gelati in this matchup, especially on an AD carry against an assassin can be quite tricky. Although the wave clear from Corki is pretty nice here, as though the flash has to be burnt by the as we see a tower dive coming in from the Jarvan, who gets rocked up. Ultimacer's gonna drop to a Vel'Koz in lane. Zyra gets executed by the tower. So not the cleanest tower dive coming out on the side of Ban, but they trade supports. And Sivir's able to be really pushed, another wave push into tower, so Twitch cannot do anything about it. Sejuani getting a little bit of counter trungulated, along with Jarvan, trying to get a good aspect in, and nice knock up by the Camille stun there, and with the shield does take damage, but Tuba trying to, there's the ultimate laid down and see if trade in, there's the ult, does not help, and there's Ninja Blade going in, one more auto attack. Is he going to have to jump out? He is. Gelati is out of health and mana, as Double Donger not able to come up here and take out the Rumble, but flash out by Fizz. Get away from that flag and drag. Jarvan's not level 6 yet, as we see Conrathan actually appear on the Zyra to help push in this wave and make sure that the Corki gets a nice back and can easily get back to lane safely. With the heal, Camille's actually gone for the first item. Tiamat needs that to press out against all the wave clear that Rumble does have up in the top lane. I was thinking maybe she might get a Hex Drinker first to try and prevent some of that damage, get an extra bonus MR shield, but has chosen to go for the wave clear and a little bit of regen first. Now the Jarvan a lot more impactful in the early game and for his ganking, as we've seen, than the work from Gabe Wood on the side of Bayer Huevos. Has burnt multiple flashes and has picked up an assist, whereas the work was just sort of just farming. And as a respect, Sejuani is in the farm game right now and is higher up in that regards. Did go for the boots and that new Nami Sender, as that is now cheaper, as Camille's going to go over, misses the jump though, and here comes Sejuani, misses the Q, so it doesn't look like we're going to stun. Corki comes in with the package and counters that gank. Flash coming out now on the side of Rumble, makes the Sejuani flash. Excellent timing. This is a blue buff being traded over to the Corki, who instantly just went straight top to help his top laner. Now that Rumble's going to be pretty far ahead, picked up assist there. Corki's going to be able to cut back to lane. Not even miss that much CS. Some nice trading damage going on there. And Corki has picked up that Hex Drinker, so good for her. It looks like the Vel'Koz ult is going to come out, but we're going to be countered because the double ults are going up in top lane. Is Camille is actually going to follow Mayor Huevos and the flag and drag out as she's going to go down to the double combo there, and now Twitch has gone invisible, but Stick Rixay getting risky, going up top, trying to get in onto this Vel'Koz, going to go down to Twitch, who had gone invisible and snuck past her, and with this Sivir down and Zyra having to back off, this is going to be able to push in. We have multiple pings on the spot lane. Tower, I don't know if they want to take the tower or if they should maybe go for the dragon. Dragon doesn't necessarily particularly help them right now because they're not going to have any lanes that are being the pushing lanes. Sivir's going to be pushing into them. Corki pushes into Fizz. Rumbles push into Camille. So tower, the Mountain Dragon only helps the fact that the other team doesn't get it. In this regard, in which I think the Mountain Dragon would be really impactful and really helpful for the team with the dual AD carries. Once they got to those towers, they'll just absolutely shred them here in the early game. So you just more or less just keep it away from them and make sure that your lanes, if you do get to tower, can help without. As the Fizz is going to miss on the side of Ninja Blood, and there's the jump out. And a little bit of a knock up here onto the Rumble as Sejuani ult has come out as well. Flag and drag. And it looks like Rumble is going to take down the Sejuani. That early Proto Belt helping with the all that ability power. And Sejuani, while has a lot of health currently, does not have... Oh no, we have the Corki bug. I'm not looking at Corki the rest of the game because that Gatling gun is just really annoying. Sorry, Sejuani doesn't have any magic resist yet, just health on that end. It's probably why... she dropped as fast as she did. Oh geez, Jarvan making his impact felt here in the mid game. Tries to get in onto Ultimate Acer on the Vel'Koz as oh geez, Tuba takes a lot of damage trying to make sure that Camille does not get an easy back to base and make sure she has to run all the way behind her tier 1. Willing to take this as he is 3-1-2, and this is why a lot of teams in this division ban Rumble, right? Because they don't ban Rumble because it's Tuba's best champion, and Tuba's putting on a show right now. It's the 3-1-2. The Sivir Zyra pushes way harder than the Twitch Vel'Koz, and able to get that first tower because they had so much pressure there coming in, and just get Sivir to that tower and have it take it down. So we see some pink words coming out on the side of both the teams here. So we're contesting over blue buff. We'll see who wants to go for it. And if anyone wants to smite, it does look like the smite came out from Sejuani. Twitch is going to open up over the wall with a little bit of spray and pray. Don't know if that's going to be enough as Fizz is going to try and get him. Does not. And there's the Zyra ultimate. He's trying to get and gets dunked. Fizz. Oh, the fish does take out Sivir in that regard. And the plant's not enough. And I'm not looking at you, Corki. As Goomball maybe trying to get in here and get a stealth attack in, but only with the build out of Cutlass, not going to be enough. Jarvan has gone damage here with the Tiamat. Jeez. It finally stopped. Oh, thank goodness. The Tiamat build on Jarvan to help with the wave clear. I'm not sure if Jarvan goes Nami Cinder now. I think that may be his ideal jungle item. It just kind of depends on what he wants to do, how tanky he needs to be for his team. Camille just up there farming tower as Tuba is going to clear out a pink ward eventually. And this is that aspect of the 1-3-1 where they've switched to it already, but the 1-3-1 works if you have some winning lanes, and there's Rumble just pushing the enemy team off of this tower as we have 2 AD carries here. One does have Sheen, just trying to mow down as much damage as they possibly can to get, once these towers start falling, and these AD carries are going to start roaming around and getting control of the map, and when they run in groups of 2s and 3s, they may get picked off. But when they're running, with this Rumble and this Jarvan at the moment, they can just start absolutely shredding through things, and they do not care as Zyra's here is now Sejuani maybe looking for a flank, and it looks like that's going to come out. Sivir's just going to pop the ultimate to help with some move speed to help them escape as the ult comes out from Sejuani, trying to get the shield, but there's a knock up. It misses. Looks like counter is going to go down, but Protobelt and Q's in with by Tuba on the Rumble, takes out the Twitch. The 80 carries have, or sorry, 80 carry for support in this. Camille has taken top lane for all this trading down here. Corky was able to make it to bot lane to prevent the Fizz from taking that tower. And now Sivir's up here playing a dangerous game here with the support. And here comes Fizz, and is going to go right in on the Jarvan as Sivir runs up top. They definitely stayed too long. Camille is now on chase as well. She's going to go over the wall here. If she can get her ult off, there it is. Sivir can't do anything until she can flash, but not worth it as she's going to try and get onto Sedge, but there doesn't finish off. Camille picks up a kill and is slowly starting to crawl back into this game. Yeah, the 1-3-1 from Plants that they swap to there at the 13 minutes, sending Fizz to the bot lane, meant that the Twitch, Vel'Koz Sejuani was in mid lane, and with all 5 members there, they weren't able to, defend the tower. They lost some deaths to some picks, and now it looks like Corky's being sent up to top lane here. He's sitting on a ward. They know where Camille's pinging for help, but she's going to go in here. She wants to try and keep this tower. They try and keep at least one of these towers up to prevent, the enemy team from absolutely, controlling their entire side of the map. As we see 4 members up here with the 2 AD carriers down in the bot lane, just sort of pushing into each other. Now the gold lead here is pretty close. And if the 1-3-1 comp can just get a pick or two, I think they're going to start to accelerate pretty fast, because they have taken only down 1 tower, although Camille walking straight into the Rumble there did not do so well. Fizz does have red buff, as we see Twitch going to try and get in onto the Sivir, but the Q return damage really strong, as we have another Air Drake for this game. Well, I guess the first game had 2 Air Drakes and then a Mountain, and this one has a Mountain and then an Air Drake. As Rumble's trying to decide how much damage he can deal. Once the shield goes down with the Protobelt, is able to take down the Camille. And with Camille going down, this is going to be a top lane tower. Does have teleport if needed. Did not burn the ultimate, which is the important part here. So can teleport in onto any of these Zyra plants or ward or the flag from Jarvan. As Sejuani is going to go in for the seal and is not going to be able to get it. Does get the stun on the way out, but the flag finishes her off. Rumble takes on that tower, and the ult comes out for the fish, and there's the ult from Vel'Koz as well, as Zyra's going to pop the ult, so Twitch does not continue to engage on the side. They were getting flanked upon. Sivir's chasing in onto Vel'Koz, tries to pop one Spiel's shield, not going to be enough. Fizz is going to come in with an auto attack and jump around, flashes with the E. Corky finishes her off with a rocket. Rumble actually teleported into this mid lane after backing and buying some items, and with an 80 carry here and all this AP wave clear, they should be able to take down this tier 2. Yep, and Camille is stuck in a right now, as she's absolutely getting roasted, and same with that rat. This Rumble is now 6-1-2 and is unstoppable, looking to be on a rampage. And with the AD carry down and all the tier 1s down, in the mid lane tier 2, there's no way that Plants here is going to be able to get into that 1-3-1 that they want to do, because they have to stay 2 grouped up as a team, as we see teleport coming out on the side of, I think, Fizz, to prevent the Rift Herald from going down, because that's really the only objective left pre 20 minutes, as Fizz gets absolutely chunked out. But then there's the fish. Not enough damage out on the side of Fizz yet, as Vel'Koz is being absolutely destroyed by the Jarvan. Sejuani gets finished off in the back of the pit, as Ultimate Acer does get off the slow, and another slow. Maybe going to go for the knockup. Nope, and there's the slow from Jarvan, as we see. There it is. Smite him also, I think, used during that time to help finish that off. Twitch is going to open up on the Jarvan, as he does not have Flag and Drag yet. There it is. able to escape Camille coming in on the flank. I don't think that's going to be worth it. Probably just run it all the way out, Mayor Huevos. Yep, that's the way it looks. And Rumble picked up the Rift Herald. So Rift Herald was taken on the side of Ban. This has pretty much been mostly control on the side of Ban. I think that's going to go to the fact that they just had all pushing lanes in a Jarvan who's an early ganker who wants to make early impacts, right? And once you get someone to tower, Jarvan can come in and definitely use the flag and drag a couple times to burn flashes by multiple members of, plants. And then when you don't have flashes, it makes it easy for the Jarvan to come back in and to finish you off, or the Sivir to get into a tower, or the Corki to get in and take your tower, or Rumble to clear out all the minion waves to get in and take your tower. And then they just grouped early with that early pressure that they had and focused this mid lane, and were able to take that tier 1 there. They were able to take the tier 1 in bot lane because how much pressure Sivir had. When you have all these winning lanes in a jungler that's not going to make a super impactful early gank, here as we see the Rift Herald being spawned after they finished off killing Vel'Koz. This probably should be this tower down here as well. We'll see if it charges. It does. Takes a quarter of its health. Probably would have liked to, take out that tower before the Rift Herald charge gets in. But we'll see how it goes as Jarvan goes in for the Flag Drag and ult, just so they can get this Rift Herald to get some damage in onto this this tier, inhibitor tower. As the Shark misses from Fizz, and the tower looks like it's going to go down here. As Jarvan's the one tanking all of this up, and there's Jarvan going to drop as Vel'Koz ult was enough. This tower is down to the tiniest bit of health as Rumble's going to go in with the Proto Belt and try and lay some AoE damage. Does get finished off by Fizz, but Sivir drops the Camille on the back lane, and Twitch is looking to jump in onto this Corki, whose Valkyrie's away, but has found a support Zyra in change, and there's the ult from Sivir. Looks like they want to duel this out, and Zyra plants plus the crit from Sivir, too strong. Down goes Twitch, who's now just picked up Blade of the Rune King, while Sivir is already sitting on a Zeal and the Essence Reaver on her side. Rumble is way up in gold and in farm. Let's check that stat right now. Rumble is almost 3.5k gold right now, and the team difference is 9. So that is 1/3 of that gold lead is just on that Rumble into Camille matchup. Doesn't look like it's gone in favor of Camille, who's going for the Trinity Force now after the Tiamat. Personally, I would have liked to see maybe a Hex Drinker come out and sit on those two parts of the Tiamat and the Hex Drinker, or get in onto. I don't know if that messes with your dueling power, as we see. Does look like Corki and the Fizz are going to go for a duel, but Fizz Rumble's there as well. And all of that AP damage coming out on the side of the Rumble finishes off as, Fizz has actually gone for Ninja Tab. All that auto attack damage coming out on the side of these teams, as Sejuani's going to go over and flash out, trying to deal as much damage as she could before the Baron got dropped here. Twitch is in the bot lane trying to get some farm. She's going to go back in, try and maybe get off a stun. She does get the Baron steal, and there it is. That is the 4-minute stall button that plants were needing. Just use the Baron, stall it out, prevent those minion waves from crashing into either the open inhibitor, the barrel inhibitor tower that's barely up, or that top tier 2, and try and get some farm on your carries. Although there is a free mountain now, as looks like they just want to get in. And it looks like the Fizz and the Camille are going to take down the Rumble there. Is going to go over to Fizz, who is 6-5-1 right now on the side of Ninja Blood. And Camille is the 2-6-1, still trying to get over to that Trinity Force, as Mayor Huevos is going to get opened up on by Twitch. But as soon as Twitch starts that spray and pray, Zyra just lays down all of the plants and the the disengage there with her ultimate, so she cannot follow up. Camille comes in with a teleport. It looks like they trying to want to fight this. I know they have Baron is maybe trying to get in onto Sivir. There's the Sivir ult as well. So much damage being come out as the crit. There's the ult from Sejuani. Maybe finish up, but there's a flag and drag from Jarvan. Prevents Sivir from going down. And Ultimate Acer actually is going to finish off the Dragon. It looks like so much damage coming out on the side of Plants here. And Rumble has returned from death. Takes out the Donger as Fizz trying to jump out. Now that Rumble's going to jump finish up in the, Baron up and Power Maintenance. Oh, Flash Protobelt for the double kill. Tuba, that was dirty. Oh, that's, you don't usually expect that out on the side of a Rumble, but definitely aggressive as now Camille flashes in to get the kill, but there's the Rumble ult as Valkyrie not over the wall for Gelati and shut down now on the side of Hertis, as they're trying to get these minion waves pushed out and get some health back. And Sejuani has said, I don't need any armor or magic resist, apparently. Has gone straight from Nami Cinder to Warmogs to Butsu Lucidity. Has now picked up a Negatron cloak there. Not sure if that was the most ideal path for her, but I mean, I just don't know why you want to get magic resist early against the Rumble, who is gone off in this game, who has actually now built Luden's Echo after the Leandries, so has gone once again. Tuba going full damage in these matches, yet to get really any defensive stat other than health. That just is naturally stacked into those items. There's another ult, and we see another skirmish here. Camille, the Great Ult, locks in Mayor Huevos, and the dual cages there by the blue buff pit allows Vel'Koz to pick up blue buff. Now they still have Baron, it looks like, for a little bit here, and they maybe want to try and once again, they're just trying stalling, and I think the Baron has definitely been used as a good stall tactic so far. As Fizz is going to try and jump in here onto Gelati, goes in for the dash, and the one Notok does get the feeding time fish, and does go for the hop here. Rumble ults come off, and there's possibly going to be one dead fish. Yep. Fizz is able to, goes down. Twitch is able to escape. Sejuani goes in for the nice stun there. The melee auto attacks is Rumble not able to follow up and get any more kills. This while Camille trying to get in and pressure this tier 1. The 1-3-1 that Plants like to go for, that we didn't get to see in either game, is now just turned into a mosh of just run at them, trying picking up kills and stall for time. And hopefully they can get to a point where Twitch can get a great team fight, spray and pray. Maybe the Fizz can get in and assassinate either Corki or Zyra, and with the help of the spray and pray, take out Sivir as well, take them all out. Camille also in that dive. Sejuani can tank up whatever comes in on the side of Mayor Huevos, and Vel'Koz can take out that. They just need to set up their team fights and pick their priorities, and hopefully they can pull it out. But I'm not exactly sure if that's good enough, because, well, it does look like they're going to go in for yet another ult, and we're going to see full action. Here's the Zyra ult, does get 2 knockouts, and the tanking members are in the back as Ninja Blood dove too deep behind the damage dealers on his team, and double kill comes out on the side of Rumble. They engage too far, and that's what I was about to say, actually, was the fact that they have to get so far deep in Zyra's zone control, plus the Rumble area of effect damage, and the Jarvan Cataclysm can affect the terrain on how that fight is going to be played out. And when Fizz goes too deep and Twitch Vel'Koz are only hitting Jarvan and they can't take out the Jarvan, it's pretty much over from there on how that team fight goes. Looks like they're going to try and finish this pretty quickly here, as they don't want to maybe take another team fight eventually. No, they're going to back off. They did get a 1 Nexus Tower. We'll see if they want to do a return here, as Camille's going for broke here. We have a teleport coming in. goes in, not able to get off as we got another team fight here broken off, and Camille and Fizz were the only ones on this call, and the separation between the two of them, that means the two divers are dead in the backline. Velkoz's going to try and get off, and there's the ults coming out, but that's going to be a dead support because you're super squishy, and Siver's trying to run away here, does go down to the Sejuani, and trying to get onto Jarvan. He's going to flag and drag out. He is successful. Sejuani places the ward over there. So able to collapse on them. The whole team, though, did not come as one. And when the collapse happened, it just wasn't as impactful as if the team had all been there together while the teleports came through. Now that's maybe the fact that they had to force it and where they were sitting. Just to try and see what they could get in that aspect. So we now see Camille focusing in, trying to prevent this last Nexus tower from going out. But that's a lot of time for Zyra now to go and set a lot of wards around Baron, which has just come live. And with all 5 members up, all of them death cap now for the Rumble. That is a lot of magic damage. As Camille's going to go into the pit, in onto Zyra, as the flying trap over the wall was probably not expecting that. Probably saw the swishy support, figured finish that off and get the kill first. And with the wards there, Baron has been started, but all of this damage being taken, and we'll see if Sejuani come over the wall, and actually taken by Velkoz in this one, as the Fizz ult's going to miss. Rumble goes go over the wall and pick up kill, and Fizz is going to drop to the Cataclysm, and with the help of just minions here, the support Zyra did go down. Twitch has Baron, so maybe Twitch can hopefully prevent these minion waves from dropping, but it's probably not likely here, as they're not going to be spawning here for just a little bit. And there is 280 carries. One of them has Trinity Force, so the Sheen proc's absolutely going to be helpful. And Rumble's just going to go all out in onto Goonball. He is going to drop. Not enough time for Camille to come back, and she is behind in this one as well. So that is 2-0. Relatively clean by Ban Rumble against Plants. So not quite what I was expecting. For the series, looking into it, but sort of what I was expecting. Usually, in the matchup between these two teams, Plants usually gets a little bit better laning advantage against, especially kind of either in the mid lane or gank pressure that allows them to take advantage. But with not a single lane that has advantage early, they just really got pushed in. And once they're really pushed in, it's really hard for the Plants to fight back and get into that 1-3-1 that I've seen them run in lots of advantages games, or the split push comps with the assassin and the all-out aggression and that skirmishing team fight that we saw through the mid game, where they were doing fairly well in that. But they just kept either pushing it too far, or we're getting kind of caught out on the end, or Rumble showed up because he, once again, super far ahead in this one, ends up this game over 5K up in gold, and his team is only 7K up, 7 to 8K gold. So he's literally half of his team's gold advantages of the Rumble versus Camille matchup. So he has to be there, and when he was there, the full AP build, the lack of MR coming out on the side of Camille until the very end, Sejuani till the very end, both the supports going all out on ability power and damage dealing meant that neither one of them are tanky. They're both squishy. The AD carries Twitch, he's got a ton of attack speed, but he doesn't have a front line to set up and lay out all of his damage and just lay out all of his auto attacks, because he's got to move out of all the AoE from the Rumble. He's got to try and dodge some rockets. The Sivir crit bouncing blades bouncing around, just absolutely wrecking house because there is no tank. The Sejuani went full health, no armor or magic resist till the final item there. So just kind of surprised, because slightly surprised. I mean, I know both these teams would absolutely pub stomp well, most of the rest of the Advantage League teams in retrospect to all the other divisions, but it is kind of how it played out. The methodical thought process that Band usually shows wasn't necessarily shown in this game, because, like I said, they just took the every lane advantage and really pushed it hard. And once again, once Zyra got a tower, and once you're the 1-3-1 team comp and you're falling behind in multiple lanes and you're losing all of your towers, grouping them up as 4 or 5 can help you get skirmishes and start to take stuff back. But every time they did win a skirmish, they either pushed it too far or were unable to secure an objective other than the couple of dragons that they got there. Their 1 tower became because Band grouped up and they traded outer tier 1s, but then Band was able to push in and nearly take the tier 2, so pressure coming out on that side. I actually rather enjoyed both of these games, even though I'm it seems like I say I was disappointed, but that's not necessarily the word I meant. I enjoyed watching them and casting them, and in that retrospect is just my preconceived notions were what were disappointed, not the actual matches itself. So I know both these teams will be looking forward to each other in the playoffs, maybe even the finals, and doing a repeat of last Vantage or 2 Vantage seasons ago. I can't remember when they last met in the finals, but we will see them there, and maybe they just work out a few kinks and see what the future brings us. So the other match that I was going to be casting today actually got delayed, so I do not have any VODs to it, and I don't exactly know when it's supposed to be up. So with that, we're just gonna kick it out, and we're gonna end it here. And just sort of say thank you for enjoying a good afternoon of Vantage League with me today, and enjoy the 4th of July. Have a good weekend, or good week.